Whoa, 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 we don't want sideways, hold on. Well, looks like we're live. I wasn't trying to do upright though. Hold on one second, guys. I don't know if I can change this now that we're going. Well, if it's upright, it is what it is. Yeah, because it's got a plus button. That's for polls, Q&As. That's for settings. All right, well, this is how it's going to be, I guess. The phone wanted to do upright, not horizontal. So, yeah, this might be how it is. Sorry for those watching on desktops or TVs. It's going to be upright today, but hello, everyone. We are at Brick Fan Expo in Birmingham, Alabama. We are at the North Exhibit Hall. We've got a bunch of stuff to look at. We're going to probably start with me and Steven's models because we have a lot of new stuff to show off. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me know if the audio is working or not. We got the nice microphones working. If that's not working, I can get closer to the screen and you guys can hopefully see what's going on. But give me a shout if it's not doing well. So, yeah, the picture quality looks good. We got plenty of cell service, should be good. But yeah, never too old for Legos here. Manatee Bricks, Cross Airborne Customs. Gola's here as well. Tim is here. Audio's good, Mark. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. Awesome. Thanks for sharing your trip with us. Absolutely, Gola. I try to show off some models if we can. I know a lot of people can't make it to Birmingham spur of the moment for a convention, so we'll show off some cool models. But we started off, let's go over really quickly. This is my Dune model that I've had for a while now. I think it debuted at Atlanta BrickCon earlier this year, but I'm pretty happy with it. We got the landscape. It's actually on a new wooden base, so it's much easier to move than it used to be. And there's a link to that YouTube video you can catch on my channel. There's the internal structure to show you how the structure of the sandworm was made. So yeah, looking pretty good. You got the landscape with the sand red and the Fremen trying to help Paul and Jessica as they escape from the sandworm with the little footprints in the sand. Pretty fun build. A lot of people have enjoyed it. A lot of people see it from a distance because it's pretty large. Nurse Nikki Bricks is here. Hey, worth the wait. Yes, sorry we were 15 minutes late starting. The LEGO Masters panel, which I was in charge of, went 15 minutes overtime, and I ran over to start the stream. We got it started finally, so thank you for your patience. We should have a nice, fun time for, I'm guessing, about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe a little bit longer to check out all the models. It's not a giant convention, but it's a fun one. So over here we got a bunch of treeple, as Steven calls them, a bunch of tree people. There's Steven. Good to see you, Steven. And so he started out with the Birch Baron here in the middle, which is this one. And then he followed up with the Red Oak Regent over here. And then the next one was the Wild Willow with the cool blue leaves there. And then finally we have the Pine Princess with her drum. So they're all playing instruments, all having a great time. And all the minifigures are having a forest feast below. Lots of fun. Very cool characters all around. I love that tree back there. That's pretty cool. Lido too would be proud. Exactly. Yo at the convention. Exactly. We're at Brick Fan Expo in Birmingham. The year is 2025. The last time I was in Birmingham for a LEGO convention was 2020 during COVID. So glad to be back. Yeah, Steven's scene is really fun. And it looks good. He's got it filling out an entire table now, so that's fun. I'm trying to keep my hands as steady as possible. We'll see what we can do. We got the background there in case anyone wants to take LEGO Masters pictures, but we'll move over here. We got Steven's Black Falcon's Fortress remake. It actually has a bunch of rooms on the inside we'll go look at really quick. So yeah, lots of activity there. There's Steven's brother Steven's sig fig in there, so that's cool. And so he's had this one together for a couple years, but he likes to bring it. It's nice and sturdy. Say hi to Steven. Will do, Tim. Absolutely. The tree band is awesome. Yeah, the tree band is great. So that's where you were late. Yes, sorry, Cross. I was several minutes late because of a LEGO Masters panel that went overtime, but we had a great time. There's Steven's Lion Knight Castle Tower. It's very tall. It's about 4 feet tall. It's all modular, and you got some figures, some cool custom figures. Lots of textures. All these roofs are modular, so you can actually swap them between different sides of the castle. So pretty nice. He's made some tall trees to go with it, but they're pretty small compared to the castle itself. Yeah, Lego Castle. There's some cool Lego castles we'll check out in a minute. Douglas has got a big display we can see. There's Steven's Instagram and his website in case anyone wants to go see it. You can go check out his stuff there. Brother Steven 100 on Instagram. So this is a new build from Steven. Oh, let me move that wire. It's getting in the way a little bit there. There's a new creation from Steven that is called Paleopocalypse. So you got two different warring factions riding dinosaurs, and they're pretty awesome. This is a fun use of all of our dinosaur pieces that we basically never use. We don't see the dinosaurs do too much in our Lego collection, so we're glad to finally have a fun use for them in an apocalyptic mashup here. But he's particularly proud of that giant Brachiosaurus fortress on a dinosaur footprint-shaped landscape. So pretty wild, pretty crazy stuff. Yeah. Any Dragon Ball Z? I don't think so. Don't think we have any Dragon Ball Z yet. I know Cory should have a few we can go look at in a minute. Have you shown off Ice Planet yet? Not yet, David. We're moving that direction, but we'll scoot around here. Actually, we can head over there next, I think. I don't think there's anyone over there. There's our sign. Me and Steven are actually in the literal corner of the convention, so we're filling it up with nice creations as much as possible. So over here on the back wall, we've got my UFO fleet, the Zotaxian battle fleet, as the card says. And you can see there's a bunch of UFO ships. They're basically similar to this set with slight modifications. That one's more of a mock in the center, though. You got the flagship there. Lots of UFO ships. We've got some black lights on them. You can kind of see them there. That helps the neon green pieces glow very brightly. And then over here we have Ice Planet. There's the entire Ice Planet scene right there. The modular landscape worked very well. It wasn't quite 100% finished. There's still a lot of studs, exposed studs in the landscape. I would love to get some more white tiles and really polish it off. But you can see the basic idea. You've got some nice modular components to these Ice Planet base, some buildings. The HQ looks very nice. It's glowing bright with the black lights on it. Got the small vehicles parked outside. You got a frozen Ice Planet crewman over there in the corner. They're trying to thaw him out. And they're harvesting these weird asteroids with even stranger aliens inside. Yes, I'm allowed to say cool now, Mark. Exactly. Exactly, Tim. This is not the Ice Planet building stream. I'm allowed to say the word cool as much as possible, and I'll be using it a lot. Yeah, those neon green scorpion pieces glowing very brightly under the black light. You got the Ice Hawks up there flying, or seemingly flying on those stacks of bricks. You got a bunch of Ice Planet figures marching around the scene. I just kind of tossed a few alien scorpions here and there, some asteroids. The Yetis are harvesting them too and fighting an adult one in the back there. This little ice saw vehicle was built by Steven just days prior to our departure. This particular ice crystal was actually built by some viewers, Peter and Pam, who have a really cool build we'll check out later, but they wanted to contribute to the ice crystals, so they added that one. It's using non-Lego pieces which react to the black light more, which I kind of like. But you can see a couple of the ice crystals that I built in the background too. So. And there's the giant Ice Planet ship in the vertical takeoff mode. Pretty sweet. Those canopies really glowing brightly under the black light. Nice work, says David Bonds. Thank you, David. Appreciate it. Yeah, Ice Planet is turning out very nice. It's not finished, but it's coming along. Thanks for sharing, Mark. Great Ice Planet. Thanks, Steve Valkyrie. Appreciate it. You got Rock Raiders over there in the corner. You got Bionicle. You got Exoforce there. These all have their own 12-hour build videos to go with them. You can check them out on the channel. You got the Sea People build here. Lots of detail on that back wall and lots of figures. You've got the Warhammer scene. These are all of my builds here, starting from UFO onwards. So Warhammer is there, looking pretty cool, looking savage. Love those see-through color Lego pieces. Yeah, the transparent elements are really fun, Gola. Ice Hawks is a cool name. Yes, a very cool name. These MOCs are sick. Oh, thank you, Super Lego Sniper. These are all my own creations and from different videos, but I'm pretty happy with them. You got the Halo scene with the awesome lighting effects and the textured dark gray panels. Some nice Halo figures there having a little battle. Over here you have the M-Tron vehicle, the M-Tron Megacore Magnetizer with the fun landscape with a bunch of those pink fern pieces. Looking pretty good. Over here you have the most recent build of mine, Atlantis. Looks pretty good. Lots of cool Atlantis figures. I recently got a new one, that anglerfish. He's sitting up there looking very menacing. So it looks good. Over here we got one of my older creations. We got the Samurai Duel face-off here. I still like those cherry trees. They just barely survived the trip here, so they made it. Over here you've got the Lego Castle Siege scene. Lots of great figures. I kind of have to watch this one closely because I don't want any of these castle figures to wander off during the convention. Don't want any to get lost. Over here we've got the Adventurers scene, one of my favorites. This one was a little bit difficult to transport. You can actually see a little crack right there that happened during the transit, but it still made it in one piece relatively. So a bunch of figures added since the original building construction. Got some new headgear on some of those skeletons. Johnny Thunder's facing it off against Pharaoh Hotep. Yeah, lots of fun. This has gotten a bunch of nice comments from people at the convention. They really appreciate it. I think I've watched majority of the mixed videos, man. You can build some good long-form content and quality builds. Oh, thanks, Super Lego Sniper. Appreciate it. Yeah, we've got a number of videos produced for these builds. There's an example of the 24-hour video that I did not too long ago. Grumpy J is here. Good to see you, Grumpy J. And Okai is here. Good to see you, Okai. Yeah, here's the Wolfpack Castle. This one transports a lot better than the Adventures one because it's all modular. We actually had Peter, one of our viewers, gifted a few more castle figures which have been added to the scene. So we have a captive Lion Knight being marched into the castle. Unfortunate for him. Over here, we have Steven's pretty awesome Sentai City scene, which is like a futuristic Asian city of sorts. You got a tremendous amount of lighting happening in this scene, lots of amazing figures. Hey, he's got an Ice Planet piece. I need to steal that later. But yeah, lots of cool figures. This is a fan favorite with convention attendees. They really like the bright colors and all the lively details. One of my favorites at this convention too. It basically, anyone who sees it immediately has to go check it out, and then they stay for minutes just looking at all the details. Oh, there's a broken piece. Hold on. There you go. Fix that. One of the pylons fell over. All right. Yeah, lots of rare and unusual minifigures and some custom ones in there too. So pretty fun. All right, we've already seen Paleopocalypse and Steven's Castle, so we'll keep on moving. I think the next thing we can check out over here is Douglas's awesome castle. So Douglas Johnson built all this, and he's had it together for a couple years because I remember at one point I had a collab with Douglas and another friend of ours, Robert, and me and Steven were combined with his build on the water section. So we had our build go on further than that. It was a 30-foot display back in, I want to say 2017 or 2018. So a lot of fun, but we'll take a good look at Douglas's build. You've got a fantastic medieval style church here with a couple of cool statues. I like the Statue of Liberty hiding there. Stockfish Studios here. Good to see you, Stockfish. Thanks for tuning in. Hi from Poland. Oh, well, thank you guys for tuning in all the way from Poland. We're looking at a great Lego castle scene by Douglas here. Got some great custom flags in the giant inn building there. Tons of detailed minifigures in there. A big castle wall, fortification of sorts, lots of plants, brightly colored trees. That is a big, strong gate. They are expecting an attack, I suppose. Steven Germano says, yes, more castle. There's plenty of castle here. Got a nice castle army ready for battle. Looks like they're just kind of practicing some drills. They're not actually engaged in combat right now. I like how you got a Flintstones vehicle just kind of driving down the road. You've also got Cinderella's carriage down there in the enchanted forest. Fun details like a, what is that? A fawn, you got a skunk, some grasses, some trees. One of my favorite details is this really beautiful wheat field. You got a couple of peasants hanging out in the middle of it, taking a break. Got some people cutting wheat as well. Got a working windmill with the nice, the frames of the windmill with the fabric in between. Looks pretty nice. Got a big waterfall and a mountain in the back. Douglas has done a really good job with this entire scene. So, did all the lighting himself. It was all custom. Yeah, beautiful scene. You got a nice watchtower over here on the end and lots of ships battling in the ocean out here. Oh, another fun Easter egg. You've got the Wizard of Oz characters crossing the bridge there. That's pretty fun. I'm spotting new Easter eggs every time I look at this build. It's got lots of stuff, lots of details. A very nice ship with a huge dragon sail. That's pretty cool. Batman and the inflatable down there. But yeah, huge naval battle. You got a Kraken moving around here. That's actually a brilliant use of the dinosaur pieces there. Looks very much like an octopus or a sea monster. Got Douglas's badge there. I don't think Douglas does anything like Instagram or YouTube. He probably should. I'm sure people would love to see more of his creations online. I remember that collab 30-foot castle mock, exactly, to Valkyrie. That was a number of years ago, but it was a lot of fun. So yeah, you can see a little bit of details in the back too. So yeah, awesome work. You can see more of Douglas's castle on Beyond the Brick and other YouTube channels, I'm pretty sure. But before we leave this section of the convention, we got a couple more mocks to check out over here. Over here we have a really nice exhibit, which I really haven't had enough time to really study, but we got the Gringotts Bank over here on the right, and a bunch of other Harry Potter buildings here moving towards the left. These are all made by, I want to say, Stephen Guidry? Stephen Guidry has made these, so. But yeah, if you're a fan of Harry Potter, you'll probably recognize some of these scenes, and they're very well achieved with lots of cool lighting. There's some of the characters from Harry Potter. There's Hagrid, some of the students gathering books. There's some of the Weasley twins up there with their shop. Diagon Alley looking good. Got some trees, more buildings. I think this is a scene from some of the later Harry Potter movies based on the characters assembled there. Grumpy J, dude, it's my favorite theme. I know, Cross, just messing. Oh, I like that British flag there. That's pretty cool. And a beautiful King's Cross station here too with the full roofs. Scenes from the movie there's Harry running into the wall when he didn't have enough magical focus to get through the portal. That's great. So a beautiful scene, well built, with lots of lights, really cool. So kudos to them. I don't see any QR codes or anything. Hopefully they can share their stuff on Instagram. We can follow them along. Follow along on online. Here's a build we'll check out. This is made by Kyle and Alberto. You got a little vignette showing some dwarves from Middle-earth. Very nice. Thorn's Madness at Lonely Mountain. Very nice. But you can see some of their links here. They have a Facebook group, Facebook page, and a Discord server for their lug, which is Yellow Hammer Lug. I think that's a local Alabama lug. And the scene that they've got is a giant Lord of the Rings Minas Tirith scene with the lower wall and one of the many upper walls in a concentric shape. This is representing the scene where the Nazgul attack the riders as they're going back to the city. You have Gandalf in the center. I can't get too close, so maybe I can zoom in. I don't know. Yes, I can zoom. So you can see Gandalf in the center there, and the riders trying to escape the flying dragons as they go into the city, which has awesome working catapults. So incredible work. I really like the detail of using the yellowed white pieces to create a gradient of texture and color. It's not just all plain white. It's actually got a lot more textural detail, so great work. But here's the two gentlemen responsible for this amazing creation. Fantastic work, guys. It's really awesome. Did the movies inspire this? Is that what really triggered this whole thing? You're just huge Lord of the Rings fans? So, yeah. Now, how many years have you been working on this?
Not even 2.
Not even 2, so it's relatively new. Yeah, so awesome, yeah. But fantastic work. I can't get too close with my little crappy iPhone, but it looks great. Now, I saw you have a Facebook group, you have a Discord for people interested in joining your lug. Are you guys on social media yourselves, like an Instagram or anything? So where can we find that? Is there like a link anywhere or a name that we could find for you? Haven't at the moment. There's a, just so they should look up your personal names on Instagram perhaps? So gotcha. So Kyle Marley and Alberto Casal? Gotcha, perfect. So, would you like to give us a demonstration of the catapult? That'd be awesome. Yeah, Grumpy J is really excited about seeing some dwarves in here, so that's great. So they're loading up a net to shoot. Here, let me get to where you're going to be landing here. And you're going to target this red target here, but they're shooting from up there, so go for it. Oh man, that's extremely accurate. That's awesome. Super cool. Can I come back there and get a close-up of the Tribuche really quick? Here, I can scoot under here. I appreciate you guys sharing your creations so much. This is awesome. So there's the working Tribuche there with the gear system, and you got a lever to release it, and they shoot the nets. Don't actually shoot the boulders, which is probably a good thing. Those would get everywhere, but yeah. Yeah, go for it. That's awesome. Working counterweight on the Tribuche. Well, thank you guys. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah. And definitely check out Alberto and Kyle on Instagram if you're able. I'm hoping they'll share updates online. So, is that Lord of the Rings? Yep, it is from Lord of the Rings. I think it's from the first trilogy of movies, although they had some Hobbit references in there too. So. But over to the right, you have a bunch of different vendors. Most of them local, but some of them from different places too. There's JR from the local Bricks and Minifigs. Good to see you. Recommended. So. All right, and then we got a couple MOCs we can look at. I think they're doing an influencer panel over there right now. So, but yeah, we'll keep on moving to the MOCs. Let's start over here and work our way around. We've got some nice illuminated modulars here. Some of them are kind of modified sets, but then some of them are going to be more MOC based, so pretty cool to see those. Fighting llamas. I'm guessing that's a high school team, but it's a prep rally. Love it. So, fantastic. I also like the modularized, the botanical garden here is really nice. So fantastic. Got the working train, lots of lights. Canopy Cafe with the alligator on the above the window. Nice use of the X-Bod pieces. Auditorium of Wonders, nice. Custom sign there. Yeah, always cool to see custom lighting in builds used well like that. Got the Muppet Theater, looking awesome. Super cool. Yeah, the working trebuchets are really exciting. Glad we got to see a demonstration there. So, but moving on, yep, lots of modulars. Welcome to Landis. There you go. Beautiful lettering there. Landis Hollow, yes, sorry. You got an Instagram QR code there you can scan if you're able. So you can screenshot that and search it later. But they're on Instagram, worth checking out. I really like this power station over here too. Is this LegoCon? It is a Lego convention. This is Brick Fan Expo in Birmingham. So having a great time today. Already had a nice crowd come through. It's getting a little bit quieter now, but I think the convention closes at 4 or 5, so that's kind of expected. Brick Fan Expo Birmingham. And thank you, Cross. Appreciate it. You've got a really nice helicopter landing pad up here. Looks like a big hospital mock. Again, beautiful lighting. Ah, jerry-rigged Lego. There's an Instagram we can follow. Very nice. Jerry Landis built this.
Those sets are solid. They're great sets, but I don't think I'm...
Got a haunted movie theater. Kind of a very customized version of the Palace Cinema, with a bunch of haunted figures having a party up on the top roof. Some great Halloween colors. I like that. Got a Halloween-themed ride here as well. I like that collapsed roof. Lots of details on the inside. Kudos to Charlie for that.
Oh, that man over there, he was lifting his hand up.
Moving on, we've got a great build by my friend Pete here. Who now, Peter, is it true that this build is based off of your actual horse farm? Is that correct?
Well, my horse farm doesn't look this nice.
Doesn't look that nice. It's an idealized version of it, right? So,
Idealized version.
I love it. So, Fat Horse Farm. There we go.
Lets me know what not to do. Oh, wow, that's great.
So we are a real farm with real horses. All of our horses in the mock are either ours or belong to friends. They're pulling a carriage in the mock, and the halflinger horses. Interesting. This mock combines our love of horses, carriage driving, and Lego. Can you find Charlie the Chameleon? Count how many horses there are. Nice. Super cool. But yeah, amazing job. I remember when the first iteration of this appeared at Atlanta BrickCon. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was from here to here. Was the,
So basically, this middle section was all that was originally there.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was February.
Last February, and you've already since then built on each side.
And then this section is all
Yeah, so you have the dairy barn, you have these beautiful pastures and trees, you have the sunflowers, you got somebody flying a kite, or several people flying kites. I love how you got the lights kind of tucked away inside the trees and in the buildings. I love the carriage there too, very nice. Yeah, and each of these stables has a name for each horse inside the stable. It's so cool. That's awesome. Then over here, this is all new too. You have Carl's carrots, and they're all the horses are taking turn. Exactly. Got the beautiful house there. You got the Amazon package waiting at the door, and you got the UPS truck driving off after making a delivery. I think it's even got a turn signal on. That's great. You got the apple orchard. Will work for bricks. That's kind of my motto at this point. That's awesome. The apple barn and the chicken coop and the corn in the back. No boys allowed. The working wind turbine there. That's so cool. Well, fantastic work, Pete.
Thank you.
Is there anywhere online we can find you? Do you have an Instagram or?
No, I don't. I should.
Not yet. Gotcha. Maybe one day. So, but so glad you're bringing your work out for people to see. So,
Thank you.
yeah. Appreciate you guys. Got a really nice Star Wars mock by Harris Powell here. And it's remind me of the Instagram I was following just the other day. Oh, look at this. You guys are all ready. This is awesome. So for those at home who want to, you can scan the QR code there and you can get H&H Bricks established 2025. Was that just how recently? Yesterday. Okay. So brand new. Go give them a follow. They'll be hopefully sharing some Lego updates in the future. That's the both of you. H&H, I presume. Yes. So that's great. So yeah, we've been the chat has been asking, where's the Star Wars? Where's the Star Wars? So guys, we found some Star Wars. It's really good. So and now I want to say it's Harris. You are a man of culture and taste with your use of lights there, especially since it's the fairy lights, because that's the way to do it. You don't go for the expensive stuff. Just go on Amazon. Yeah.
I looked up like twinkly fairy lights.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
some
Google it up.
First thing or cheapest thing.
Yeah, you probably get them at Walmart. I mean, yeah, so that's fantastic. I love it. And you're using them really well here with the blinking ones for the exploding ATTE there. That's awesome. So, You got the Jedi. Wait, is this Order 66 happening already? Good grief! He barely had a chance. Yeah, and they're still fighting the droids during Order 66. What a dramatic period of Star Wars history. But looks great. Love the trees. Love the giant mountain in the back. Excited for more builds in the future. Thank you. Thanks, guys. We've got some great mocks over here by Andrew Neal, and there's a big QR code we can follow there. MSB Mox. I am already following MSB Mox, but it was great to meet him here at the convention. So there's a beautiful willow tree there with lots of lights. You've got a Study Rich Orchestra here by Andrew Neal, another Andrew Neal build, which has a whole bunch of custom, they're kind of mini land scale figures here, all with different instruments. Looks really nice. Here's the piano and the drums and the cello. Super cool. Execute Order 66? Absolutely. Cross-Hammer Customs perks up. Star Wars! Yep, Harris made a beautiful Star Wars mock. It's probably not the only Star Wars we'll see today. We might have a few more Star Wars builds. Yeah, there's a reactor from Jordan. That's pretty cool looking. Got their battery pack there. Got some great adventurers habitats here. You got Johnny Thunder, you got Pippin Reed, Dr. Kilroy, and Harry Kane. Got some custom sci-fi builds here too. You got the Space Train, Space Smugglers. And it looks like Jordan Wiley, who made most of these, is also part of Yellow Hammer Lug, so check him out.
Yes, sir.
Some more awesome spaceships by Jordan. He was giving me a tour of the F-83 Phoenix here with the folding wings, which is pretty fun. So yeah, a bunch of great mocks by Jordan. Space themed. So. Couple more regular city buildings here.
Yes, sir.
It looks like Cory, Steven, and Teaver, aka Steve, are all trolling Dom and Ethan during their panel, so that's pretty funny. But over here we have the beautiful collection of vintage Lego sets, I believe it is. It's what's his name? Wesley Higgins. Wesley Higgins, a staple of many conventions in the Southeast. He's got a fantastic collection of castle sets here on display, which is one of my favorite themes, so super excited to see them. Yeah, basically a catalog of all the castle themes from 2002 and before, so and earlier. So you got Fright Knights, got Dark Forest, Royal Knights, Dragon Masters, Lion Knights, Wolf Pack, and more. All with nice boxes, nice sets. He's got a custom monorail here too. You go all the way around to the back. Some very nice castle sets on display. Good to see Classic Castle represented so well. And I'm really envious of that beautiful classic yellow castle box. I'll find one day. Yeah, I also like how he's made these really nice custom painted backgrounds for his entire display. So always cool to see this when he's able to bring it out. So.
Yes, you can do it. I'll send you the address and you can just...
We'll keep moving on. Check out some mocks over here.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So over here we have some nice Hero Factory mocks. These are also by one of the Higgins. This is Thomas Higgins. So highly customized, lots of Technic pieces added to really give these guys distinct outfits for different environments. But there's literally hundreds of them. So if you enjoy Hero Factory, this guy's got you covered. He's got every single possible loadout for every figure, and a bunch of custom ones too. I was talking with him yesterday. He's got a, he started with Bionicle, but has really leaned into Hero Factory in the last few years. But maybe one day he'll circle back to it at some point. So.
I think it's so.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of revamps that I might bring out for
Gotcha. Maybe some revamped Bionicles in the future. So, but looks amazing, Thomas. Very good.
I didn't bring them out this year because my brother did some brick built revamps of the original Toho. So I
Gotcha. Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, don't want to clash with Patrick. Yeah, gotcha. We'll go check out Patrick's Mox in a minute. They're really good, but very good stuff. So.
New color.
If you have any questions about any of
For sure. So one question I have, Thomas, is got these beautiful colors on some of these pieces. Were these custom painted, perhaps?
these were all custom painted. Yes.
Nice.
We got from this guy down to this purple one, and then of course the two navy ones and the lavender one.
Lavender as well. Wow. So very cool. It's really well done though, because unless you look really close, you can barely see a textural difference.
Exactly.
So well done.
Especially on this one. This one I think is I'm the most proud of how it turned out.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't gloss, it wasn't matte, it was like a satin color, and it
Satin,
turned out
gotcha.
so beautifully. I
Interesting.
didn't even put 2 coats on it. I put 1 coat on it, and it looked perfect.
One coat, it turned out well. Nice. So given that one turned out well, these other ones turned out pretty good. What's the durability like? Is it pretty good or not so
I
good?
mean, I've had these for about 3 years with the paint on them, so they've lasted
Yeah.
a good while. Sitting in a bucket, rattling around in transportation.
Yep.
So I think it's pretty durable. It's
So-
Rust-Oleum, so it's just basic spray
Gotcha.
paint.
So basic Rust-Oleum spray paint, and it's lasted for several years already.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Just make sure you spray from far enough away, and it'll look great.
Gotcha. So make sure you're not too close.
Right, otherwise
Yep.
you get this weird cracking.
Gotcha.
Unless you want that.
Unless you wanted that texture, exactly. But yeah, well, thanks, Thomas. Looks great. So. Did I hear someone say Minecraft World? I know we have some Minecraft to check out later, Cross, but I don't think we have any yet. So, how's the show going? It's going pretty good, Tim. We had a pretty good turnout this morning. It got a little bit slower over the afternoon, and later this afternoon, it's now about almost 4 in Central Time. It's 5 Eastern Time. So, but we are looking at all the cool MOCs right now, which are plenty to be found. So, lots of great Exivores. Some really great combinations here. Thomas has made, I want to say there's like 200 or 300 figures here to check out. So we'll kind of breeze through them here. Yeah. Chrome Vader says, ooh, tour video, yes. And it's in vertical orientation because somehow that's how my phone decided it was going to be. So that's what we're going to do. We've already gone over the time I thought it would take in order to make this video, but here we are. So lots of great Hero Factory, Heroes and Villains from Thomas Higgins. Some mechs by Jackson Taylor. These look kind of Ninjago style to me. Very nice. Got a custom Moff Gideon TIE Fighter by Jackson Taylor as well. His did have some unique features to it, didn't it? There's always a new TIE Fighter variant. So. You got some great submarines here by Matthias Repscher. So very detailed and very sleek. I like that black one. USS Drum. Got a mini scale city. These are actually surprisingly tricky to do, especially with this tiny scale. But it looks good. I like those skyscrapers. And that looks like a Warhammer ship, if I'm not mistaken. That's pretty sweet. Very cool. Some nice custom mock spaceships there. Got a nice castle tower with some great texture. Chrome Vader is a stream, not video. Exactly. Yeah, we're live streaming. 39 watching, 29 likes. Smash that like and help Mark out. Absolutely, T Valkyrie. Like the video if you feel like it. Looks like a great event. Wish we had more mock-based events in the UK. For sure, Andrew. I've seen a few conventions in the UK before, but I don't know how prevalent they are nowadays. We have a good number in the Southeast, which I'm very appreciative of. Here's the Jellyfish by Ant Bandit, who's a very well-known YouTuber and I want to say animator, so worth checking out. I think he did a video on these, so worth checking out on YouTube. Ant Bandit's pretty easy to track down. Dustin Ray Shannon's built a couple builds here. You got looks like a Krusty Burger just prior to the release of the official set, but I kind of like this one better than the set. Looks pretty nice. Got the nice sign up there. Maybe he's waiting for some custom printed bricks or something. Got the Simpsons figures, and you got a nice Peach's Castle mock here. Some very detailed elements there. You can scan the code and follow. DRS Bricks right there. You've got a bunch of builds here from Double King Bricks, Daniel on Instagram. We've seen his Lego Sea People Seatron mock before. We've covered it on various live streams. Bunch of other mocks by Daniel. Don't see any new ones here, but always good to see. Mini Chick-fil-A, Lego Island. Big fan of the original Lego Island games. Poolside USA Mosaic and the Lego logo Mosaic too. So, and a beautiful custom mock of the, this is actually just a wooden reproduction of the original Lego ducks. That's pretty cool. Yeah, another section done. We can go look at some of the Star Wars stuff really quick. There we go. So this one here, which planet is this in Star Wars? Clone Base on Felucia by Blackwell Bricks. So you can vote if you're at Brick Fan Expo on that QR code there, but there's Blackwell Bricks. You can find him on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. He's got a little QR code there you can follow. Caleb's a good friend of mine. Excited to have him here at the convention. He's got these really cool, colorful tree pieces. Lots of textures and colors for a Star Wars mock. Little Minecraft Easter egg in the Star Wars mock there. Yeah, clone troopers versus battle droids. And they're really cool battle droids too, because they got those custom jointed arms, making them a lot more posable than the average battle droid. You got independently moving legs. Pretty nice. A beautiful AT-TE model there in the middle. And some detail on the inside with some cool lighting too, so very nice. Star Wars, says Okai. Exactly, we're in Star Wars land now. Who here is coming to the Tampa show in August? I am, Grumpy J, I'll be there. Here's some builds by Patrick. Patrick wasn't able to bring his giant Star Wars displays this time because they were currently broken. Accidentally were destroyed during transit, but you can see a couple of Patrick's mocks here. You can also see Patrick on Season 3 of Lego Masters. You got another scene from Caleb here. You got Maul's Rampage as he's taking out some clone troopers there. Very detailed, very nice. And he's got a mock of his own 4th Gen Forerunner Tacoma there. Pretty cool. You've got the Camino Training Facility, also by Blackwell Bricks. Based on that set, which is in the background there. Pretty fun. Got some other Star Wars scenes. This one is uncredited, so if you could find someone who made it, that would help, but some nice custom figures in the background there. Got the Victory of Mandalore by Blackwell Bricks. I love the big rocks in the background. Got the Mandalorian and Grogu there in the top there. Pretty fun. Star Wars is cross. Exactly. Manatee Brick says, I might be going to Brick Fan Expo in August. Absolutely. I'm just playing at Tampa too. I would hope so, Grumpy J. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. And yeah, Grumpy J also says, you better be Manatee. LOL. Yeah, hopefully we can see Manatee Bricks there as well. Looking forward to it. Here's a pretty interesting scene of Padme's funeral. Way to bring it down, Padme. Had to die of sadness on us. Yeah. There's an alt build of the Darth Maul's Infiltrator there. It's 2 sets combined into one, if I'm understanding this correctly. There's a really nice Indiana Jones mock of the Last Crusade. I like the texture on the walls and all the different chalices in front of the Grail Knight. Nice little sci-fi build here as well. Got a little crane and a little ship. You got a very nice, looks like another Felucia mock here during Order 66. by Clan of Bricks. Lots of details. Here's Ayla Secura. Before everything goes down. They're still fighting the droids at this point. I'm seeing some botanical pieces mixed in there for some extra color and texture. There's an interesting Ahsoka mural here. Very nice. That's by Mel Chancellor. Also part of Yellow Hammer Lug. Probably worth checking them out. Over here are some mocks from Cool Guy Dom on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Lots of meme-based stuff. You got the Duolingo owl here, Ugandan Knuckles, Bombadillo Crocodillo, whatever he's called. I don't know all these memes. I know some of them. The Chill Guy meme, I'm familiar with that one. The gnome, some dinosaurs, the Boba Fett mech before it was cool, SpongeBob, Freddy Fazbear's head, pretty fun. The Brick Dragon, 8-Bit Mario and Luigi, 8-Bit Shy Guy, 8-Bit Toad, and 8-Bit Bowser here too. Got Kirby. Got a very nice Spyro mock right here as well. You can find all these on Dom's Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. He's done videos on all this stuff. Here's the Minecraft I was talking about though, Ross. We got a nice Minecraft mock. Beautiful beach, boat, and it looks like a market under attack from pirates. So, pretty typical Minecraft scene. You got sunflowers, bamboo, a farm, a little pig. Great scene. Here's part of the Enchanted Forest. I think basically Dom and Ethan are the only ones representing it this time because Maticus Bricks is not here. But we got a couple of them. The 8-Bit Mox were awesome. Yes, they were. Yeah, they're pretty fun. They're right over there. Nice collection of classic characters. If you're talking about 8-Bit, the Minecraft sword is pretty close to that as well. So pretty cool to see that. Yeah, you got some beautiful trees, beautiful landscapes by Dom. Some nice big round mushrooms there. Nice gray and white trees. Some beautiful scenes. Over here we've got the Turtle Tower. This is by Ethan the Artisan. Looks good. I like the texture of the pathway. I like the ropes around the trees too for extra texture as well. Ethan's really focusing on that texture. And more mocks by Ethan the Artisan. You can follow him on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I think he's got several million subscribers on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed to him, what are you doing? Yeah, beautiful dream sequence. You can see the little girl with the hobby horse is dreaming of being a heroic knight. That's so cool. Got the vintage style video camera and the microphone, as well as, what is that called? The thing that goes clack when you start filming. I don't know the exact name of it. I remember seeing it on Lego Masters. So. Breaking Up Brad says, wow, is that Ethan the Artisan? Yes, it is. It's him. He's in the flesh right in front of us. Well, his sign is anyway, but yeah. But that hamburger is actually making me hungry right now because it's getting almost towards dinner time. Some very nice French fries there as well. You got a barn, you got a Lego castle, which has some nice rounded techniques there. Ethan also made his house out of Lego. I don't know if that's his actual house or if it's a house that he would like to live in. It looks kind of modern style, pretty cool. Got a bunch of emojis. I like this a lot. Lego emojis. The fire emoji is particularly fun. Clapperboard. That's the word. Thank you guys. Grumpy J with the and Okai with the terminology for me. Yes. Got some motorized things which are no longer functioning here. Yeah, Ethan usually has a couple of these running for some cool motorized effects. The plane's still working for us, so that's good to see. Got the original Avengers there on the bridge. Very nice. You got a Tensegrity build with Obi-Wan and Anakin. Nice lighting effect there too. Got the Lord of the Rings scene with the Balrog and Gandalf. Such an epic scene in Lord of the Rings. Looks like the Fellowship's trying to escape over there. And you've got Pirates of the Caribbean, Wheel of Fortune. So a number of great creations by Ethan over here. Oh my goodness. And here's probably the biggest thing at the convention, at any convention it attends. You got new Oshima, which is built by Stefan and a bunch of other talented builders. Always excited to see this much Lego in one place, all assembled so brilliantly. There's a cube by Steven in the bottom corner, but you can see there's a lot more to be seen. Tons of unique Lego pieces, colors, and minifigures. It looks like a real city. So. You shall not fart? I'm pretty sure that's not what Gandalf said on the movie. But yeah. I love that really busy looking highway with the flashing lights. Super cool. Yeah, Stefan has had this core elements of the cube, of the new Oshima assembled for a while, but it's always changing, always expanding. Very modular. Well, there's a cool guy Damo over there. Just chilling. He's a pretty chill guy. Just watching us. And yeah, just tons, overwhelming amount of detail to see. We could spend some time here and just kind of chill. Can you show the palm trees? We can, okay. They're using those nice pink fern pieces as well. Here's about as close as I feel like going. I don't want to knock anything over. But you can see it there. Maybe you can zoom in a little bit. So, pretty nice. Got metallic silver for the trunk and the bright orange for the bottom of it too. Very retro looking. There you go. But yeah, the sheer scale of these buildings is super impressive. I didn't really get a lot of time to look at this during the last live stream I did at Atlanta BrickCon. We just kind of blazed over it because Beyond the Brick was filming a video at the time and I didn't want to interfere with that. So we're able to get a little bit more thorough look at it this time though, so that's good. Ooh, I love the texture on those windows down there. That's super cool. Super neat. Got the cool light up signs in there too. I'm back again. No worries, Wilfrey. Good to see you. I think I've seen this city in Montreal. It's been up there. I know New Oshima is a worldwide phenomenon now. It's not just in the Southeast. You have people in the UK, you have people in Germany, people in Australia, and all over the United States and North America. So super cool. Here's another epic view of that bridge. Super cool stuff. Amazing. And look at all the colors too. You got coral, lavender, teal. So much good stuff. Ooh, look at those pieces. Those are the Belleville or Scala bird cages being used really effectively there. Super cool. Can we head to more Star Wars if there's any, Mark? We can check there, Cross. I think there's some. Let's quickly scan over the Great Ball contraption, though. There's some cool elements to that for sure. I don't remember it so huge. I wonder if it's still growing. Oh yeah, there's plenty of people that are working on it, Matthew. Yeah, GVC is fun. There's SpongeBob. Look at that. SpongeBob. Angry Birds. Yeah, hundreds and hundreds of really cool, well-designed machines moving all the little balls all over the scene. So. Oh, and before we do that though, let's look at the Minecraft stuff over here. I know Cross likes Minecraft as well. Minecraft Fox, Minecraft Axolotl. Got the Minecraft Parrot over here. That's actually super accurate with the feathers on top. Got the Minecraft Cow, Minecraft Sheep, the Minecraft Dog with the red collar. You got the Minecraft Cat. Got the Minecraft Pig. Those beautiful pink pieces. Got the Chicken jockey. You got the Minecraft bee and flower, very well built. Got the Minecraft frog, and this is, what is this called? Silverfish, Minecraft silverfish. Very nice. So the whole collection of Minecraft animals here. These are by Ethan the Artisan as well. Chicken jockey. The memes, oh my goodness. Yeah, let's go look at a few more highlights of the GBC really quick. I love this stairway of GBC happening there. That's pretty inventive too. I'm always surprised by the ingenuity of these things. So. This is crazy. You got this amazing arena where all the balls gather. How's it going, guys? And yeah, then they go up into the middle and go back into the system again. So pretty crazy. There's a good view there.
I'll do it. Hang it in there. That's about it.
Awesome, awesome stuff. The exhibit is called This Thing by Christina, Jason, Lindley, and Manuel Trotter. So congratulations to the Trotter family. Great job, guys.
Thanks.
Looks awesome. In order to get into this thing, they have a big bridge for the balls to go over so people can walk inside. And it goes around, so. Looking great, Mike. Yeah. Mike's got this cool castle designed one here. Yeah, it keeps going. They're constantly fixing and improving as they go. It's pretty fun. Woof, woof, meow, meow. Spot on Jack Black impression. I mean, anyone can do it. You just gotta say chicken jockey. GBC means Great Ball Contraption. Yes, it does. That is the meaning of that. But you got a nice Helm's Deep mock. This is actually by Nick and Amanda, who organized the event. They bring these out if they need an extra mock or two. You got some Alien Conquest over here too. Pretty fun. Nice spacey landscapes. All right, let's quickly look at Cory and Taco's mocks over here. There's no STEM activities right now, but this is where they have a bunch of things for kids to do. Lots of challenges, it's a lot of fun. I don't know if anyone knows who Darkwing Duck is, but there's his awesome ship, and there's the character himself. Very classy looking fellow. Cory's got these very cool retro style builds here. You got Tailspin, I've heard of that one. Got the plane itself flying over the environment. Got Disney Afternoon Chippendale Rescue Copter. Pretty cool. We also got the Disney Afternoon Scrooge McDuck Money Vault by Cory Samuels as well. So that I've seen as well. I've seen clips of this. There's a bunch of money in there. There's Scrooge McDuck and all the little ducks. You can follow Sam, Cory Sams, over here. QR code you can click if you feel like it. He's been to a lot of shows, and he's been on Lego Masters, and even on the Christmas special, which he won. You can see a picture of him with his huge ice trophy there. Pretty awesome. There's a miniature version of it right there that he's built. So. Super Nintendo sculpture, also by Cory. Cory's been a pretty active builder lately. Got the Game Boy beating out the set by a long shot. So, Nintendo Switch over here. And that's about all of Cory's mocks. He has had some Dragon Ball themed mocks in the past, but I don't see them here today, so we are out of luck. But over here we can look at some of Taco's creations. Here's some pictures of Michelle and Christine, aka Tacos, and Christine on the show. Got some STEM-related builds here, a bunch of brick badges. Best TV shows ever. Oh, thank you, okay. LEGO Masters is pretty fun. I'm looking forward to the new season dropping on Monday. Got these beautiful butterfly wings that are wearable. They're pretty cool. Tacos will often put these on and walk around the show just for fun. So there you can see there's her brick minifig size picture there. You can find her there. Legos, Tacos, Burritos, and Geared Up STEM is where you can find her. And Geared Up STEM is what she does with Cory. That's their business, so it's pretty cool. Here's the build zone over there, and we'll go look at some more MOCs. All right, so I've been told about this creation before. This is Super Mario World in the apocalypse. Is that correct? Fantastic. Now, who am I talking to? Who built this? This is Jason and... Oh, you built this. This is your project. Okay. This is Cooper's build. Yes. Very cool, Cooper. So what inspired this build for you?
So I wanted to do a Mario thing, because I had a lot of Mario Legos. I was like...
Mario's your main theme, really? Yeah.
Well, it's just, I had a lot of them.
You just had a lot of them on hand? Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So I went through and I made a little Mario theme park. I'm like, it's a Mario theme park, I want to do something fun with it. So I made it apocalyptic, and it's got like this radioactive mech Bowser.
Gotcha.
And he's rampaging through the city.
Okay. I don't know if anyone heard that on the mic over here, but I'll explain it. Basically, you decided to make a Mario world, and then it's apocalypse because you got this radioactive mech Bowser who's kind of ruining things, right? So that's part of the story. So that's awesome. Yeah. Looks pretty cool.
Thank you.
I like Peach's castle over here. But everyone's trying to hold out there and defend against the evil mech. Very cool. Well, thanks for sharing, Cooper. Appreciate it, guys. Enjoy the convention.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Thank you.
Got some cool mechs over here, like the orange color scheme on that one. There's some nice sand blue and yellow there. The camera's getting a little bit yellow tint there, so hopefully you guys can see what's going on. So. I watched them on TV as a kid. There you go. Is there going to be a World of Lights tonight at the con? It was actually yesterday, Grumpy. I got a few pictures. Some pretty cool builds. Let's see, best TV shows ever, absolutely. Mark, will you ever do a Gundam-themed mock? Maybe, Well-Free. I want to do something with next nights along those lines at some point, so. Tacos was great on the Holiday Bricktacular, absolutely. Future Lego creator, for sure. Yeah, some great mocks here by Eric. I like that classic space-themed one there. That's your favorite one too? Yep. Is this Eric we're talking to? Yep. Nice to see you, Eric. Great mechs. Is there anywhere we can follow you, like on Instagram or YouTube?
I'm Dr. Brixby.
Dr. Brixby on Instagram. Gotcha. Well, if anyone's watching,
Much on there, but
not much on there? Well, no worries. It's better to have something than nothing, so that's good. But love the mechs. Glad you're able to bring them out to the show. Looks amazing. So. And a giant Batman mech there too. That's super cool. Black and yellow color scheme never gets old.
yeah. I had a lot of Batman sigils. I thought I got to use it.
Exactly. Got to use up some of the Batman pieces, right? Yeah, that's perfect. And Batman would have a giant mech, right? That's just Batman's MO for sure. So. I love the lime green on that one. That's great. So. The big green machine. Sandy's revenge. Oh dear. Sandy's gonna take some people down in that mech. Here we go. Big red. And the slave too. Oh, it's a Boba Fett themed one. Very nice. Awesome. Well, thank you, Eric. Appreciate it. Got some classic castle over here. You got the Black Falcon's Fortress and a remake of it with a lot of more texture and details added. The scale is increased as well, but not too much. Very nice. Got the blacksmith shop down here. And a medieval blacksmith over here as well. So some remakes of classic sets happening. Some more Hero Factory characters. These are also by Thomas Higgins. I don't know why they're separate from the other ones, but here they are. Blaban channel is here. This is the coolest builds that I've seen so far. Oh, there you go. The mechs are pretty awesome. Will you ever do at least a small clone mock? Probably at some point, Cross. I think a lot of people would enjoy it if I made Star Wars. So. The Mummy's Tomb Remastered, also by Jordan Wiley. We saw Jordan's stuff earlier, but it's cool to see more adventurers. Got a pizzeria here too, and some brick-built Toa figures. These are killer. Man, I haven't had a chance to study these yet. These are by my friend Patrick. And this is my first time seeing them, the event so far, and I'm loving it. Look at that. Got Pohatu, Onua, Tahu, Gali, Kopaka, and Onua. Love the textures and colors. Man. These are great. Yeah, check out Patrick Higgins. He is awesome.mox on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken, so give him a follow. Eldorado Fortress in miniscale, and Brickbeard's Bounty in miniscale. If Malister was here, I'm sure he would enjoy seeing that. So. Those are Bionicles of Lego, absolutely. My #1 favorite mock builder. If I make Star Wars, I'll be your #1 favorite, Cross? Is that what you're saying? Love the brick-built Bionicles. Me too, Steven. Those were awesome. But over here, we've got some great mocks by Tom and David. I think it's mostly Tom who did this, but I'm not sure. I'd have to ask him. So, but beautiful palm tree over here. With some beautiful tiki scenes. If you've ever met Tom and David, you know they're the tiki guys. This is very much their vibe, so it's very cool to see it captured so well in Lego. So. Now, is it mostly you, Tom, or does David help too?
It's mostly me.
I was about to say, I didn't want to give unfair credit, but you know, it's, yeah. David is very nice in helping you with your hobby. It's mostly your hobby, you're right, yeah. Yeah. And they can find you at Small But Mighty Builder, right?
Brick builder.
Small But Mighty Brick Builder.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
On Instagram. Yep, he's doing reels, he's doing posts, check him out. So.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. And got this window mock here too, with some beautiful lights. This is actually one of the most bright creations during World of Lights. Definitely worth checking out. And Grumpy J, if you're watching, there's this QR code there we can find. But Grumpy J, if you're watching, you may want to take some notes for your Star Wars Tiki bar that you're working on, because this is kind of a similar vibe. Who was I talking to? Pete was mentioning that you might want to check these out, Grumpy J. So get some ideas, especially with the giant palm tree. So how's it going, guys? Very cool. So Antonio and I go back. We're good friends. But Antonio was telling me earlier about all the mocks he's been working on. So the first one over here on the left is
Winnie the Pooh habitat.
Winnie the Pooh habitats, exactly.
There was my favorite, second favorite, fourth favorite.
Gotcha. So they're ordered by your favorite characters. So
Yeah.
Eeyore is your favorite?
Yeah.
I understand. I understand.
I don't really know why.
Exactly.
Eeyore.
Mm-hmm. And then here you've got Journey Through Geological Times, right? Mm-hmm.
And something that I don't know about it is all of them are made with 50 times and feet.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, the brick built animals are all your designs, and so you're making up for the fact that Lego hasn't made a lot of ancient, prehistoric creatures, right? So,
Yeah.
but you've done a great job building all these very unusual species, which no longer exist, and Lego hasn't made any nice molded animals for. So.
Something funny I want to do is I don't name some of them.
Mm-hmm.
You decide to name some of them.
Yep.
If you want to.
Exactly.
Oh, we have fun seeing. Here's the other side.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Easy.
Great to see a bunch of different animals and eras of geological history represented, man. So. And then over here you've got your Shima dinosaurs, right?
Shima race.
Mm-hmm. Shima race. There we go. So, yeah, I like the fact that you've kind of expanded on the Shima lore with dinosaurs. So.
Yeah, now in the dinosaur Shima, it found out it was only a whole bunch of other folk and did it on the island below Shima.
Oh, it's happening beneath Shima. Okay.
How do we feel that we will be able to see
Mm-hmm.
live, hopefully next year.
Oh, okay, so the shadowy figure is leading to something next year. Gotcha. Okay.
AMG the salary fender. You ain't that year old for it.
Fantastic.
And everyone to follow it up. My internet is AMG a brick design.
Gotcha.
AMG Brick Design.
AMG Brick Designs. Gotcha. Okay, so that's where we can find your builds.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get all his stuff.
Fantastic. Yeah. Looks great, guys. Very cool. And I really need to see all the different brick built creatures and the Chima dinosaurs. So awesome. And then you're Antonio's brother, right? William? Yeah. Nice to see you, William. You got a bunch of great creations here. You got the Bad Batch environments here. All the characters, except for Echo, right? Because you weren't able to find him, weren't able to track him down.
I
So.
am so very active. Why?
He's got to be somewhere, but maybe he's just hiding. So yeah.
They ain't somewhere.
Got a very cool saber tank there using some nice purple pieces. And then you got the Alien Planet X Part 2. I love it. Lots of great colors, lots of action. And there's a whole list of things we can find. I was only able to find a few of them yesterday, but I remember finding the golden egg, and you got the Imperial logo and a couple other details. So really cool that you've hidden so many details in there, William. It's awesome. So. And this is also William's build. He's also, not only does he do space, but he does castle too. So another great wolf pack scene. A lot of battling happening here. Mm-hmm.
And then his stuff's on Instagram at W Thor's Bricks.
W Thor's Bricks? Gotcha. So W Thor's Bricks, worth checking out. You guys might want to get some QR codes eventually. That way people could scan them.
That's on my list. It's one of those, I think about it every time we're at the convention and then,
Yep. Exactly. I always forget to do those things to the last minute too. But yeah, one day for sure. But yeah, great stuff, guys. Hopefully they can track you down if they're looking for more Lego content on their Instagram. So over here we got Paul with a Journey Through Strange World sci-fi build. Very interesting. A couple different characters. Love that very detailed custom alien. Is it like a organic creature? Or is it a robot?
Robot, almost. I kind of just made it to seeing what the piece I can use. The base here, it's using one of the Arctic motorcycles
Mm-hmm.
here. It's one of the ones that had like little clips at the front so you can clip on like a ski
Exactly.
tread. So that's currently has a clip on the back here to hold this, which is from the Vermilion Drago. But it was just based off some like concept art enemies from Forever Winter. Bit
Gotcha.
niche on
Okay.
the side, but if you want to look that up,
So Forever Winter inspired though, right? Yeah.
yeah,
So,
inspired.
very cool.
Very dystopian feel.
Yeah, looks great though. And then over here we've got an alien habitat here, a really nice castle tent, and then another castle scene with an interesting road pattern too. So
The road pattern is just this a bunch of shields, so I just thought,
a bunch of Nexo shields, yeah. So
I just thought I'd figure out something to do with them all because we all got them for like castle battlements.
gotcha.
Well, I didn't bring like a castle this time.
Yeah.
I just had a box lying around, so
Make something with what you have, right? So very cool, Paul. Thank you for sharing. But good to see you guys. Over here we have what looks like a older grocery store here. Got a bunch of details happening inside there. Like the old octane gas pumps out there. Very interesting. Over here we got our friend Micah
How's it going?
from Hard Lug, and a local of Alabama now, right? So
Yes.
yeah.
Recent transplant to Alabama.
There you go. And I was excited Micah was here at the convention because he's brought a bunch of Rock Raiders stuff, and I'm a huge Rock Raiders fan. So what is the name of this one here, Micah?
Yes. So this is built by a friend of mine, David Hollingsworth, and this
Okay.
is I'm going to get this wrong. The Tunnel Terror, something like
Tunnel Terror. Along
that.
those lines. Yeah, I
something
gotcha.
Like that.
No, it's awesome.
I love his vision for this. It almost reminds me of the War Elephants from Lord of the Rings with this
Exactly.
back up here.
Yep. Different tiers of like places where there'll be cockpits and stuff. Yeah, that's great.
Yes. I don't know if they're doing scanning or what they're doing up there, but something important.
Pretty awesome. And then over here, this is your landscape here, right?
Yep.
So,
Yeah, so this is heavily inspired by the Rock Raiders video game.
mm-hmm.
And so this is kind of representing one of the scenes from the cutscenes
Yep.
where they running from lava weren't looking where they were going.
Yeah, this is what happens when you drive a car in a cave. You could just plummet to your death at some point.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Micah. And I love the very detailed interior here, featuring a lot of Rock Raiders, minifigures, and buildings from the game, too. Obviously, you've taken a lot of care in recreating all those details from a very nostalgic period of LEGO's history, so super cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. Anybody who's played the game will recognize in there all the little things from the spiders that you trip on.
Yep.
To
The small
running away
spiders.
from the TNT.
The drained power of the energy crystal in the pink crystal, that's so cool. Yep. Very cool to see.
Evangelizing for more people to play that video game.
Exactly. Check out Manic Miners online. Just Google it, download it, play it, have a great time.
Yeah, Barraclava did a great job with that game. Highly recommend playing Manic Miners.
Exactly. Now, Micah, you didn't just do Rock Raiders, you also made some big ships over here, too.
I did.
Fantastic stuff.
This is the USS Chesapeake. This was one of the original 6 frigates in the U.S. Navy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was built in Norfolk, where I used to live, so I had to do this one.
Of course.
And
Fantastic. Now, what era of history is this from? I'm not very well versed in this.
Right, so this was built around the turn of the 18th century. And
18th century, gotcha.
Captured by the British in the War of 1812.
Awesome. So it was captured by the British. Oh, no.
It was. This was our main casualty of that war.
Oh, dear. The dang limeys that got it.
Yeah. And it was captured by the HMS Shannon, and then after the war, they sold it, and it was turned into a mill in Portsmouth, England. So
Wow.
you can still go see that mill if you want.
Interesting. So they used the wood for something else. That's interesting. Super cool. And you were telling me the other day about how much work has gone into sewing these sails, right? And
Yep.
weaving in. Oh my
I
goodness.
spent a lot of time with my mom's old sewing machine, tying all of these little seams.
Every
there.
single line, every single seam, every single rope.
But
Crazy.
I love making these ships as functional as possible. So here on the birch, you can see I can brace the yards there.
Oh wow, you can actually steer the sails with that. That's awesome.
Everything. If I had, if the minifigures would do their jobs, I could actually sail the ship. But, I'm not going to sit here and tie every knot.
If you could shrink yourself down to a minifigure, you could sail this around, but yeah, not quite there yet. So, but that's amazing.
And then the rudder works as well.
Working rudder, yeah, wow.
And that works just how it did on the historical ships. This rope here winds around that barrel in the center, and then goes down through some pulleys back to the tiller under the cabin there.
Wow, super cool.
I love getting in all the details I can.
These are amazing just to look at on the table, but one of the coolest things is when you walk into the convention, you bring your stuff in, you just have one in each hand, like it's nothing, like they're super strong. How sturdy are these? These are like,
Very
they
sturdy.
seem bulletproof, yeah.
I can pick up with one hand. I could toss it. I mean, the rigging's so strong. I'll just
Holy cow!
can pull that all.
Yeah,
the way
so
over.
they aren't gonna break. That's awesome.
No, I built it just how they were built in real life, and that turns out they were built that way for a reason.
Yeah,
it's pretty strong.
all that real rigging holds it together very well. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Fantastic, Micah. And there's a slightly smaller ship over here, but nonetheless great. So.
Yeah, this is the U.S. Revenue Cutter Scamble, one of the original 10 cutters in the Revenue Cutter Service.
Yep.
Which is the precursor to the modern day Coast Guard.
Gotcha. So
I'm in the Coast Guard and had to.
Early Coast Guard had to represent it being part of that. So yeah, fantastic, amazing. Yep. Malister says, "Gross redcoats. Wish this man misfortune." Well, so this was originally United States ship, right? So yeah, so it wasn't always a redcoat. Yeah.
HMS, and we got 2 American ships.
Okay, 2 out of 3 are American ships, Malister, so it's not all bad, but yeah. So, a puddle pirate, tell him Army says hi. There we go. Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Great to see your models. So. All right, we've made a full loop of this circle, so we'll go to the next one and check out some models here. Yeah, I just made it in time, Malister, to see some cool ships. We didn't have too many other pirate models, a few red coat things here and there. Actually, there was an Eldorado Fortress earlier, too. But Remy Baker made this really nice flower bouquet with some fabric pieces, too. I think those are actually minifigure capes, if I'm not mistaken. That's awesome. You got another giant flower and a kind of a cracked sidewalk there. Very interesting. Brick Literacy is the username we should be following for Remy. a giant dragon skeleton with flowers all in it. Very cool. Let It Be a Tale by Remy. There's a poem there too. I might not read the whole thing, but you can screenshot it if you'd like to read it. Is that a Lego sword? Awesome. Yeah, that looks like a Lego sword of some kind over there. I'm not too sure. Oh, say can you see? There you go. Giant American flag made of ties, looks like. Whatever this shape is. Is this a bomb or is this ties? I don't know. This is a beautiful art piece. Some of the nuance might be escaping me though. Got a colorful head wig there. You've got amazing spider web wings for a butterfly. Super cool. And then this piece, which has won Best Mosaic at several shows, is this awesome Untitled. But if you take a step back and you squint your eyes, it looks like an amazing tiger. Super cool. Hey, no touching! Stop touching the models. That's a big taboo here, sir.
Look at that. There's a flower.
Oh, there's a flower in there? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, now I get it. Took me 3 seconds. I'm like, oh, no. You got me, Ethan.
It took me 0.5 to be like,
You got me. Good grief. That's a beautiful mosaic. That's awesome.
pretty cool.
We saw your mocks earlier, Ethan. Great job.
Yes, thank you so much.
Good to see you, sir.
Yes, you guys are awesome. I love you. Mark fans are awesome. Subscribe if you aren't.
Yes, and go subscribe to Ethan the Artisan, too. You probably have already, but just in case. Amazing. Got some beautiful fish bowls there with the brickheads, koi fish and goldfish in there. I like that. Very nicely composed scenes. Got the angry unicorn with the rainbow trail. Awesome. You can do a lot with just a few bricks. Fantastic. I will re-watch a bit. Building encounters for our D&D session. It was deep in the weeds. Oh no. Well, glad you got to stop by, Malister. We got some cool models showing up. Me and Steven's stuff was at the very beginning of the video, but we've had a lot of stuff seen already. This is twice as long as I was expecting it to be, just because we're really focusing on all the details, like this micro Encanto house by Rachel. And the Home Alone house in micro scale, very nice. You got a very cool Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker lenticular art here. You got Darth Vader over here. And if you move to the right, you've got Luke Skywalker. Very nice. You've got the almighty Porg. Screaming Porg mosaic, oh my goodness. You've got a Star Wars themed ride over here. Did you see my previous comment about the uncontexted comment? Cross, I did not see the previous comment, and unfortunately we're on mobile, so I can't really scroll back up and see it that easily, but if you want to reiterate it, I will read it, if I can. Got some nice Star Wars mosaics here. Ooh, that Darth Maul mosaic is pretty sick. I like that. The texture is phenomenal. Got a great Wicked sculptural mosaic here as well. These are all made by Rachel. Oh, and you can find Rachel on Instagram by following that QR code if you're interested. When life gives you bricks. Chippendale, of course. Got some Mickey Mouse. Here's another lenticular. You can go see classic Mickey over here. And what is it going to be over here? Is that classic Minnie? Yes, it is. Awesome. All right, let's move over here. I think we're finally getting to Patrick. Patrick Higgins' beautiful Mox over here. Yep, oh, excuse me, awesome_Mox is Patrick's Instagram. I think I said awesome.mox. Yeah, the Haunted Mansion. The power functions aren't working right now, but the glass in the center creates an illusion of ghosts being in there, so it's pretty cool. I love the text work there as well. Over here you have the very famous Pieces of Cinema series by Patrick. Tons of vignettes from tons of famous movies. I love that Superman one where he's going around the globe. Very nice. And you can find all these mocks on Patrick's Instagram, where he posts pretty regularly. One of his latest ones has been the Dune one here, which is great to see. I love the octagon plate technique for that round shape. Are you coming to Brick Fair VA this year? Probably not, Lorem Ipsum. I would love to, but it's just a little bit far away. So probably can't this time. You've got some brick-built Pokemon over here. They're all different scales and sizes, but very detailed. Yeah, Patrick is an extremely talented mock builder. Always good to see his stuff. And we've got some more mocks over here by Nikki Builds Bricks. There she is, hey! And Nikki's been pretty excited the past few days because in just a few days, on Monday, we've got her appearing on Lego Masters. She's finally allowed to talk about it.
Lego Masters Season 5, Monday night, May 19th, 8, 7 Central on Fox.
Be there or be square. Amazing. But yeah, Nikki has made all these builds. I've seen these previously too, so she's been at some conventions before. Yeah, there's some great Harry Potter models. The Devil's Snare, got Aragog's family, tons of spiders there. Got the Patronus spell with the lights and the motion. You've got the Battle at the Cemetery, Voldemort versus Harry, a classic duel. Got the End of Umbridge. I think that was a very satisfying moment for many Harry Potter fans. You got the Horcrux at the cave, a super cool scene. I remember seeing that in the movies. And you've got Britain over here. Well, I believe Britain is Nikki's sister who's built these, so pretty cool. If I'm not mistaken. So some great Disney princess habitats, larger scale, lots of detail. Very nice. All right. And I think that's going to be all the mocks from Brick Fan Expo Birmingham in 2025. So thank you so much for going along the tour. Oh wait, hold on. I think we missed Tim's Western. We'll go finish there really quick. I don't want to miss that. So we'll go check that out. I almost gave us a wrap up before we were done. Yeah, it's not a giant convention, but there's a lot of great talent on display. It's always good to see. So we'll go take a quick glance at Tim's beautiful desert canyons, and then we'll wrap it up. Yes, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel. I don't know how well this video will go because it's vertical versus horizontal. Usually I try to do horizontal videos. But yeah. Tim has had this Western scene together for a while, but it never gets old. He's always adding new details to it, so tons of great foliage, builds, buildings, details. Wanted Cowboy Waldo, oh my goodness. And he's also got some nice bits of sand red in the scene too, which is always very exciting to see, because sand red is a really rare color. Fort Legoredo, very much expanded. You got some battles happening, you got a train. Tons of characters. Yeah, love it. Great way to end the stream. And that's Tim right there, right there. Say hi to Patrick and Tim if you ever meet him at a convention. So. You can find Tim at Tim's Brick Adventures. He's also on YouTube and Facebook. He's been posting on Instagram pretty often, so worth checking out. So. All right. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. We will see you on the next one. I'm going to go get a rest and get something to eat. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next weekend for some building and some sorting because we have a lot of brick assortment to get home, so see you then. Bye-bye.